Let me explain. Okay, I have not bought all of these books. I haven't. Hello beautiful people of the internet, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah if you're new here, and I'm so excited that you joined me today. Today we're going to be doing a book haul. But let me explain. Okay, I have not bought all of these books. I haven't. So they were free. Girl math. Also, my birthday is in like a week, and all I've asked for is for books. So stay tuned for part 2. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, the first 2 books are books that I'm almost positive that you've heard about already, and that is Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. This, I don't know exactly the series name, but this is the first book and Ruthless Vows is the second. So let's talk about Divine Rivals for just a minute. So again, everybody and their brother has been talking about this book. Every time I read the synopsis, I cannot stop thinking about Lovely War by Julie Berry, and that is one of my favorite books of all time. And that story is basically this one, except in that one, the gods are telling the story, and I believe in this one, the gods are warring against each other. So this is an historical romance, I believe, that takes place in World War I. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the gods are at war and everything's going on with the war, and these 2 people start writing each other back and forth and they start falling in love. And then I'm assuming in this one, their story continues. So yes, I have not picked these up, but I think I'm the only person on the planet, and I cannot be more excited to dive in. Next is a romance series that I have been dying to get my hands on, and that is the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. The first book is flawless. I do not own the second book, however, because I went to Books A Million and the only 2 copies they had were in pretty rough condition. So I didn't get that one just yet, but I did get the 3rd book, which is Reckless. And then I did get the 4th book, which is Powerless. This one is the one that I'm most excited about because it's a hockey romance. So all I know about this series is that it takes place in a small town, and it's mostly about cowboys. And I've never read a cowboy romance before, but this is a very beloved series and I cannot wait to see what everybody's talking about. Next is another romance that I have been wanting so badly since it came out, and that is The Fake Mate by Lena Ferguson. Let's just look at this cover. Who does this remind you of? Mackenzie Carter has had some very bad dates lately. In fact, she hasn't had a successful date in months. She's only a year out of residency, and her grandmother's obsession with finding her the perfect mate to settle down with threatens to drive her barking mad. Out of options, she feels like it's a small thing to tell her grandmother she's met someone. That is until she blurts out the name of the last man she would ever date, Noah Taylor, the big bad wolf of Denver General. Alright, let's talk about our girl Beth O'Leary, The No-Show. I've been eyeing this one for so many months at this point. I read The Switch by Beth O'Leary and absolutely adored it. This one I don't believe is a romance despite what the cover may show you. So all I know about this one is that it follows 3 different women, and what they have in common is that they've all been stood up by the same man on Valentine's Day, but this man may be a little bit more than what meets the eye. I'm definitely going to read this sometime in February. I think this would be such a good Valentine's read. Next is another romance. Wow, there is a lot of romances on this list, and that is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Everybody and their brother is also talking about this one. All I know about this book is I believe that it is following a ghostwriter who falls in love with an actual ghost. I'm intrigued. Next is another, you guessed it, romance, and that is The Key to My Heart by Leah Lewis. This is the same author that wrote 8 Perfect Hours, which I believe is the cover with the hourglass on it. I really am in the mood for a comfy, cozy, wintry read, and I believe that this might deliver. Upon reading the synopsis for this one, I do think that this is going to be a heavier one, and it's going to be a more hard-hitting one and a more serious one, but it sounds really good. So it's following our main character, Natalie, and Natalie had it all. Her life was perfect, her job, her husband, everything about her was perfect. And then her husband suddenly passes away. And 2 years later, she's still trying to figure her life out and try to pick up all the pieces. And then someone starts writing her mysterious notes. And it kind of gets her excited because it's kind of breaking her out of the funk that she's been in. And I'm assuming some romance ensues. I'm definitely going to have to pick this one up when I'm wanting a more serious, hard-hitting romance. Next, I picked up some Abby Jimenez books. Oh my goodness, I believe my friends are going to quite literally kill me if I do not read from Abby Jimenez. 2024 is going to be the year that I finally pick up an Abby Jimenez. I believe I'm going to do a whole taste test vlog for her, and we're going to see where that goes. So the 3 books that I picked up from her are the Happily Ever After playlist, The Friend Zone, and Life's Too Short. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that these are part of a series, if not 2 of them, if not all of them. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know at least 2 of them are part of the same series. I don't know, guys. I'm just excited to finally test out Abby Jimenez. Next is actually a cozy mystery, and that is A Dark and Stormy Murder by Julia Buckley. I've heard fantastic things about this one specifically. This one is following our main character, Lena, and Lena is a huge fan of this mystery author. Well, she actually ends up landing the perfect job. She is this mystery author's assistant. And not only does she get to help her write her new book, but she also gets to move in with her. But things start going downhill when they find a dead body on the front yard. I'm excited to see where this cute little cozy goes. Okay, now we're getting into the books that were gifts, either for Christmas or just because, or for my birthday. Here we go. Okay, starting off with my sweet brother, he gifted me the entire box set of the Naturals series. I have been eyeing this series for so incredibly long. This is the same author that wrote the Inheritance games, and I absolutely adore that series, and I'm sure I will feel the same way about this one. So the Naturals follows our main character, Cassie, and Cassie has this special gift of reading people and being able to see right through them, and the FBI finds out about Cassie, and they knock on her door one day and ask her to come and help them uncover these old teen cold cases. She's then put in this program of gifted teens that are just like her, and their job is to solve these cold cases. This sounds so much fun. Next, my brother so sweetly gifted me the next book in the Sheet series, Lights by Brenna Thumler. This is book number 3 in the Sheet universe. Oh my gosh, I'm sure you've heard me talk about this before on my channel, but just in case you haven't, this is book number 3 of a graphic novel series. The first book is called Sheets. Sheets follows our main character, Marjorie, and Marjorie is busy running her family's laundromat when one day she stumbles upon this cute little ghost. And lots of things ensue, found family, friendship, and a lot of other things. I just absolutely adore these sweet illustrations, this color palette. Brenna Thumler just does so well. Next are 2 books that I got from my friend Keisha over at A Book Like You. She so kindly sent over a cozy mystery that has been on my radar, and that is Drizzled with Death by Jessie Crockett. Just look at this cute little cozy mystery. I cannot stand it. The annual pre-Thanksgiving pancake eating contest is a big event in Sugar Grove, New Hampshire. It's sponsored by the Sap Bucket Brigade, aka the Fighter Fighters Auxiliary, and the Green Family's farm provides the syrup. But when obnoxious outsider Alonza Speedwell flops face first into a stack of flapjacks during the contest, the Greener's pasture syrup falls under suspicion. I'm so excited. And then Keisha sent over one of her favorite books of all time, as well as a book that I've been eyeing for so long, and that is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this cover as well. And the thing that sets this book apart from any other book, my friends, is when you take the dust jacket off, look at this. Oh my goodness. And these are the inside pages. It is stunning. absolutely stunning. I don't even really know what it's about. I think it's just about this girl that falls in love with a man that she's really not supposed to. And honestly, with this beautiful cover, that's all I need to know. Thank you so much, Keisha. Next is just a sweet, most precious gift that I received from my husband. The Gilmore Girls picture book. Oh my gosh, guys. I cannot express to you how excited I am to own this. And by the way, if you're wondering if I'm going to take this to school so my kids can get a hold of it, no. No. This is mine. Next are a couple books from my in-laws. The first one being Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is book number 1 of the Boys and Tommen series. I've heard great things about this entire series. The size of these books intimidate me just a smidge, but again, I've heard nothing but good things about these. I think it's just a small town romance that follows a couple of brothers or a friend group or something like that, and it tackles a bunch of deeper topics than what meets the eye. Guys, look! Little Women by Louise May Alcott. You guys do not need me to tell you what this is about. I'm sure that you've either A, read the book, or B, watched the movies. I've not done either. I've not even watched the movies. I have no idea what I'm getting into. Not a clue. I think that is so much better because I don't have a clue. I'm going in with fresh eyes and I'm so excited. I hear this is your perfect cozy wintry read, and so this is definitely going on my winter TBR. There you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you made it this far into the video, please leave me a book stack emoji because that is what I'm looking at right this second. Don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you would like to stick around, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, friends.